Hey, hi there everybody. It's Robert Earl out here at the Eco Ranch in far west Texas. Welcome to my first attempt at a vlog. Thought I'd do a little short video and show you a couple of the things that are going on right now. We're starting off right here in the arroyo by the front of our house. When visitors pull up here, come and stop and get out of their car, this is the first thing they see is this arroyo. Well, it just, all it does is just kind of sit here. Over the centuries, or maybe even the thousands of years, it's worn out like you see it. But if it rains real good, the rain just pours right down. It would come right down along here and then go right down out into the main arroyo. And you know, when you live in a desert like this, you want to hold on to as much water as you can, slow it down, make things grow. So what I'm doing here, and you might want to write this down, I'm going to put the link if I can in the bottom of the or down in my comments. I was lucky enough, about 8 years ago, to read the books by Brad Lancaster called Rainwater Harvesting for Dry Lands and Beyond. I've got volume 1 and 2, and I think we're waiting on volume 3 to come out. I thought I had volume 3 and we were waiting for volume 4. But he's got a number of videos, he's made a number of appearances, and he teaches just what the title says. Rainwater harvesting for dry lands and beyond. You could apply these techniques in Bangladesh, for example, just as easily as you can right here in Terlingua. But what I'm doing with my arroyo, I had a fellow come in, a friend of mine came in with his tractor and dug the hole, which I think you've all seen in the other videos. And I had him just put some rough terracing up here. Now we're nowhere near done, but it was all I felt I could work with for a while. So we got the rough terracing. Now I'm edging the bottom terrace so that all the terraces, the water that comes through them will come down here. And I had that water that roared down here during the rainstorm we had. We had 2 storms this last week. And I noticed the one, and I noticed right where all the water channeled. So I put I have all that bentonite clay left over that we could pour in the walls of the house, but I also have dirt to do that with. So a good way to use the bentonite would be to hold back the water. So that's what I've done here, is piled up this bentonite, I've wetted it down, and just for appearance's sake, I'm piling the rocks in front of it now. And this will be the first berm going that way in the arroyo, as well as the berms going this way on this side and this way on this side. So the idea is to hold back as much water as we can hold back. And by holding it back, then it'll infiltrate in. We'll have plants like the vetiver grasses that they will put down roots and further hold the water back. I've got the Moringa trees growing. I want to show you those. And hopefully we'll be able to work this into something. But I thought I'd show it to you now when the whole thing's in its infancy. Let me get behind the camera and we'll talk a little bit more just of what's going on in this area here, and that'll be the end of vlog number 1. So just to give you a better idea of what of where I am, that's the front of the place when you pull up. Then you've got the bird bath and the garden there. I've brought this garden down around here. You can see I've brought the rocks around. Then down there is where I was just working to bring that around. So you see, if you study Brad Lancaster's book, you'll see this is the first berm. The berm itself is enclosing a basin. I don't have to dig that basin out, but some people would have to dig a basin in front of the berm and behind the berm. But we didn't have to do that here. So that, and you can imagine when that gets landscaped out what that will look like. Get all these rocks down along the edges. Over here, just switching gears now, over here is one of the other projects we're working on. I've already got the 3 videos up about the Moringa trees. And they look so much when they're young like the little Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy that I had that sign done up, says I am Groot. I've got 2 and I think I'm going to go ahead and put 3 in. This is one of my Moringa trees right now. It is about a month old. It's putting down roots and putting most of its energy down there. This is another one. It's a little younger. And it's also putting the roots down. And these will grow up. We're going to trim them to about 6.5 feet, something I can easily reach. And We're downhill, so the water will flow down here and pool down in front of the moringas and soak in. The extra water will come along the edge here and back up on this side into the terrace, and on this side where it's lower, what runs down the driveway, which drains about, oh, I guess it drains about 3 acres. Comes down the driveway this way. We'll all pool up in here. Now on the third terrace, I planted the rest of the moringa trees that not the rest of what we had, but I'm not sure, I think there's about 15 of them here. These are all about a month old. They're working on roots more than anything. And the moringas are going to go in the on the terraces, and I'm also going to replant up here the vetiver hedge. Now you'll notice a beautiful green color of the vetivers. I did something last year as an experiment where I didn't water the vetivers for the last half of the summer, wanting to see how they would do. Well, they died, and they died so completely that I wondered if I hadn't done something else. And the only thing we could figure out was when we built the duck's pond up here. I also put, and you can see that white pipe coming out of it. That white pipe is to drain off the duck crap and urea and the water. And I said, well, just drain it right down in the vetiver. I think I might have put a bunch of bleach in the water, and then within a day gone ahead and drained the water down here. That would be the only explanation for every single vetiver dying like that. So we have to replant the vetivers. This terrace, and this terrace will be moringa trees. Moringa and anything else I think can grow will go down here in the bottom. And we are going to continue to cultivate these desert museums and the Palo Verdes. Now I know they all look the same, but there is a difference. But we're going to continue to cultivate those because it gives the birds an excellent habitat. They actually spend their days in it, and now they're tall enough that they're spending their nights in it. So let's see if there's anything else I need to put on this vlog, and then well, how about we put 2 more things in the vlog. This is Wildfire. She is doing real well. If you saw the first videos of her, she was a little skinny. She was by no means malnourished. She was just a little bit skinny. She's doing quite well. We're making excellent progress with her. And believe it or not, we're making better progress with Nemo, who has been just a spoiled pain in the butt. So having the 2 horses has been wonderful. And we're doing great progress with Wildfire. And that is primarily thanks to a training program that's available for free online from a trainer in Oregon by the name of Missy Wren. You can look her up. I'll try to put that link down in the comments as well. Missy Wren's training is gentle training, and it's iron-free training, and that's made all the difference in the world with Wildfire. Finally, we've been waiting for several months for Debbie and I to finish this wall. This is the bedroom-bathroom wall, guest bedroom-bathroom wall. We've got it all the way finished up, not quite halfway across, and it's been slow going because I've had to work on the scaffold, but it was also slow going because of first the rains came, then the heat. I did have a minor health scare. My doctor was concerned about something we shouldn't have been concerned about, but that's his job. That's also the reason why, if you've watched the videos of ours for the last year, you may have noticed I gained a bit of weight, and that was because he was very concerned that I was that my heart was starting to give me trouble. It is not. I'm perfectly healthy, and I'm now losing the weight. But that is the real reason why things have gone slower and why I gained a bit of weight. And so, that's my first vlog. I hope you liked it. I hope it wasn't too boring. And from down here in the Grootsville Arroyo, I'm going to get back to work. Cascade's going to help, and I'm going to wish you all a wonderful summer. I don't know if I'm going to get back to do another one for a couple of weeks or not, but in the meantime, take care, and Enjoy your summer, and from way out here in far west Texas at the Eco Ranch, it's Robert Earl with Cascade saying see you later.